All right, here we go, Monday morning. And I'm going to do the Ancients Trail here at High Mountain. I'm going to do it maybe out and back. Forget how many miles it would be. Nothing too crazy, but a tough trail. A lot of climbing. A lot of climbing. No chance to warm up here, so I'm going to do my best through here warming up. I rode Eagle Rock yesterday. I was completely exhausted from the very start. Did 16 miles, went real slow. Had fun. All right, so when the yellow splits with the white, we want to get on the white up here. And then there's a section in off of that to the right. We can get to Ancients. So this is the orange split to the right. That's a hell of a climb up there. Haven't been here in a long time too. How the guy's getting around. So they're doing it up here. Just zoom in on the map a little bit so you can see where I'm at. George, we have to get you here. We have to get you here. One of my batteries wasn't charged. All right, so what do we have here? Is this the beginning of Ancients right here? All right, good. So I was trying to figure out where I'm at. This is the beginning of Ancients right here to my left. Here we go. I knew it wasn't straight up that hill on that double track. Last time I did it in this direction was with Henry Gotts. We took our time that day. There's a bunch of just short kickers, like real short spots where you just gotta go all out just to get past it. So I'm experimenting with lenses again. You know, the super view I've been using is zoomed way out so you can see a whole lot, but it's zoomed so far out. So I put it on just wide. Yesterday I had it on at Eagle Rock. I had it on like the linear. It was pretty narrow. It was pretty zoomed in. So I'm hoping the wide will be perfect. See these short kickers like what's coming up right here? And this is all real bumpy little rocks. Just adding to all the resistance. All right, so I'm not warmed up to go over this sucker. So we're just gonna walk over this. Yep, just blast over that. I forget, they give this segment is called something to do with this rock pit. Like all these rocks. This gets a little bit steep here. Apparently lots of rocks. So that's the first section. So we go up here on this double track. I'm looking for a section to get in on the right. Lost my balance right there. Yep, you need to be warmed up for these trails because you need that leg power times. Hello. All right. All right. Yeah, but if you look at the ahead of these trails, they're just amazing. This little skinny track, There's exposure to the left. All these rocks at different angles. Just cool, so cool out in the high mountain. See that first leg that I just did. And so we're looking. All right, George, I'm riding. I don't know if that's you texting me. I'm riding now. Watch my head here. Watch my head here. I have to stop and rest my hand for a second. 2 seconds. Yeah, so this, I started up in Franklin Lakes around by that circle, you know, instead of starting down in by the college. Foot popped out. Let's try this spot again. GoPro, stop recording. All right, I'm just trying this spot over. You really need to have your strength on this sucker. And when you're not warmed up, it just makes it that way. I hope that was my tire hit. Let me try it one more time. GoPro, stop recording. All right, gonna try this one more time. That was so challenging. So challenging. Because you had to get yourself. That was so challenging. Boy, oh, my helmet got caught on that branch. Jeez, that never happened. I have the GoPro mount mounted on top, so I got to be careful. That spot that back there was crazy challenging. Excuse me. I think they're scheduled to close some of this trail. Ancients is a real long trail. Scheduled to close some of it due to the, you know, plants or something being extinct, or plants or something being extinct. Yep, I got the bug spray with me in case I need that. So I think this part here, well, we went from the white to the orange. That was the first loop. I don't know how to describe this, but there's an extended, I forgot my sweatband, and boy am I sweating already, and it's cool out. I forgot my sweatband. And I'm assuming the trail goes this way here, yeah. So that was the orange we went by, just crossed over. Guess you can, we're going the other way, you can come down that sucker. This trail is just consistently technical. Consistently. Oh, my hand problem is just so awful. So awful what I have to deal with. I hope that wide view is just enough so you get enough height. You know, we want to be able to see the handlebars a little bit. You don't need to see a ton of them. So all this is real challenging what I'm doing here. You can't tell, but you got a skinny between all these rocks. You're on elevation. I gotta rest my hands again. This is a little tricky spot where it goes around kind of in a half circle that you don't want to get lost on or mixed up on. I skinnied something really narrow. The tires barely fit in there. And skinnied is just my way of saying, like I always tell everybody, I have to balance between something real tight. Back to those skinny, you know, logs we ride on, and you know, skinny boards, and so it just kind of fits, skinny and things. I rest my hands again. All right. Not being off the bike every 5 minutes is a good thing in here. resting when I can, actually resting my hands. So if you think of Eagle Rock and the little trails, this is a little trail. It's real long though, but it's on mega doses of steroids compared to Eagle Rock. The guys who ride Montclair did this with us the other way, and they would tell you. A couple took a short way back. They did all ancients with this. So I know there's an upper ancients. I'm probably going to miss it. It's a new section the guys were working on last year. All these little rock rolls, you know, we want to call them rock rolls, but you're up and down these slabs of rock all the time. Boy, let me stop and wipe the camera lens. So I said I was going to do this out and back. We'll have to see about that. Because on the other side, you know, the hills are in the beginning, just like on this side. So which is easier? Just a matter of, you know, preference or ability. All right, so we get this little smooth stretch through here. And if I can't find that outer ancients, if I come back, I'll look for it, you know, on the coming back direction. Just so many different sections in here. So many different sections and different, you know, terrain and feature type things you got to get up. I haven't done a nice video with the new video camera, so this should be nice today. Hopefully the lens I have is, you know, the wide one is going to be okay. All right, so what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Let me take a peek. Because it looks like it goes over here, right? With that rock face in front of you. She questioned, get my foot in. This makes you question, is that the direction you're going? And yeah, that was a nice little rock roll there, George. Yeah, George, you're my biggest fan. Thanks for watching all the videos. All right, so here, I think right here is an entrance to the outer. So let's see if I can enter here, because there's TPs there. I don't see it on the damn map, but let's enter here. I believe. Oh boy, I'm just wondering which way it goes now. It's not showing on the map. I don't know why. There it is there. I see the red markers if you look far ahead. All right, so I'm going to follow this through. So where's all this going? Doesn't seem like much of a trail, huh? I'm hoping this is... I can see some of it. All right, so where is this sucker going here? Up. It's going to the right up here. All right, see now it's getting not fun because I can't figure out where I'm at. Oh boy, let's go here. I'm gonna see if I can, if this goes in the backward direction, I'm gonna go through here and then I will play with this on the way back. Because I wanted to, you know, kind of make some headway before I start getting lost in all that stuff. And I think you come out by the teepees and you enter back where I was. I know the camera's on for all this stuff, but... So this is, like I said, this is the, I call that Upper Ancients. Is that because it's a little section north of the Ancients Trail. All right, so let's get back on the regular trail out here. There it is. Now here we go, back on track. I tried to remind myself of some landmarks for the in and out points, but it's been so long since I was up here. I can't remember. Is this actually downhill? Is this actually downhill? Yeah. Which will be uphill if I come back this way. Yeah, this is, so this, you get a breakthrough here. Again, just giving you a blow by blow. You get a breakthrough here. Coming back, that's just purely a climb, it seems. And I'm just wearing, you know, my cargo shorts, no undergarments, just so much more comfortable. So much more comfortable. I tried it with a pair of like spandex pants with no liners on them, you know, with no seams. Still uncomfortable, because that gathers after a while. And these pants, the pants I have on are loose. I can stand up and whatever is gathering goes smooth again. Perfect. George, you should try that. Well, if you're comfortable, it doesn't make a difference. All right, so we're going up here to get a low gear. This place will hone your technical skills. Yeah, that put me in a little anxiety on that one. Eagle Rock was a warm-up for me yesterday. Been off the trail so long, you know, you lose some of your confidence. That's what happens with me. I lose some of my confidence. I need some warm-up rides. But look at it through here. Just look at the trail. Little tiny trails, constantly on rocks, sort of constantly on rocks. Yeah, so one of my batteries never charged. I have 3. So let's see if I can get, I'd like to get most of this trail. Well, I know I can. I don't know if I can get it in both directions. We'll see. Because if I don't come back this way, I'm all the way on the other side of the south end of the park, down by the college, somewhat. Oh, my damn hands, guys! You have no idea what I go through. I'm not complaining. And it's not really the pain, they just go numb, so it's really not pain. It's not the pain. Now, I know the numbness isn't good for me either, getting your hands numb. I need to almost rest it here, and it's too rocky for me to, it's the left hand. Oh. Little break through here. A break is mean it's not so stressful, technical, a little bit of a downhill. But that beginning part had some kickers. You had to get up through rocks at one spot. Have I ever made that before? I would think I have. A little break through here too. This is nice. After an hour or 2 or 3, my hands hopefully will be going to sleep. Is it going to sleep? I don't know. Just that this circulation is not going in there, and they feel like they're going to sleep. So I remember this is something we cross over, so I kind of remember that there coming out. And if that's the case, there's going to be a long rocky, not a long, but a real technical rocky descent. It's a little bit wet. There's so many good trails in this damn place. And why I don't come back? Because I get anxiety. I mean, who admits that? I guess people admit it, but I get anxiety over some of these friggin' places. But for a while, it was like, oh, I want to do better than I did last time, and I don't want to, I don't want to take my feet out. Well, I'm okay with, if I have to take my feet down, sure, I can always go back and do it, but sometimes you want to just do a clean run and you're gauging yourself, but you can't get too carried away with all that. Hello, guys. Good morning. Is today a work day for most people? I don't work anymore, so I don't know, but is today a work day?
Holiday, because the 4th was on Sunday.
Oh, okay, because I thought they would just take Thursday and Friday off when that happens. No? Oh, all right. Well, that's why it's so quiet. Have a safe hike. I gotta shake my hands out. One more second, guys. One more second. All right. Yeah, so this is the section I would. So, geez, why does it seem so dry over here? But climbing up this is pretty technical when you're climbing it. And to take this side over here is the key. I think one of the times I went to the right there. Keep your weight back here. Watch that branch. That little branch was right in my way of my handlebars. Yeah, so climbing that's tough going back. I think I've made it. The one time I went down the middle, and I got that only because of that I got stuck trying to get back up to the left side. But this is all the tough climb with the grade and the constant rocks. You know, up top is the hardest part. And then down here, right, this is where the wet spot is. So how do we get through? How do we get through this here? Oh, I don't know how I did that. See, the mud just makes it even more challenging. That's a tough spot there. Yeah. This is where it comes out to the main trail, and why it was always so hard to find, because it looks like you're not going to go up that. I'm going to turn the camera off, just rest my hands. GoPro, stop recording. Camera right back on. So I'm trying to, I got 2 liters of water. That's 4 pounds, right? Literally 4 pounds. So I'm trying to drink. I'm trying to drink lots, and it weighs less than side joy. I always say that. Obviously, you're going to sweat it out, and it gets better for you. I wake up in the morning with these slight headaches, and if I seem to drink a little extra at night, I'm not so bad. And does it get me to go to the bathroom more? No. I'm not going to the bathroom anymore. And that's what I'm thinking about, because I'm always eating and drinking. I'm always eating and drinking, so late at night for everything. Excuse me. All right, so why I don't see any of this on the map? I have to change my maps. Somehow it's not showing me. Somehow it's not showing the Trail Forks map. I said, no, there's this section over here that's tough. This is a climb right here. You really had to get way over the top. All right, so this, I see coming back, that's the hard part, because you make the hard left. That's it. See all this, George? All these rock slabs. There's just kicker after kicker of, like, all out effort. Those wide bars right there didn't do me any good. Where's the trail? Is it over here or up there? This is right here. So you could have went to the right there. I just couldn't see it. All that exposure down there. Just riding on some rock slab here. All right, so we're going straight. Let's see where the trail goes here. I think it goes here. Oh, that was just an alternate. Oh, if you want to come down that drop there, that's what that was. So I don't know any of the features or drops and things along the trail here. Rest my right hand. I anticipate the beginning of this ride, that first leg, the first being so bad that it wasn't. So if you set a massive expectation, it seems to play good for me, because then it's not as bad as I thought. But look at these trails, look at the things you have to do and like how you go along these things. That was a cool spot. Tough you had to get over. Just looking for the trail. Normally you just follow the rock. I mean, that holds true often. Where's the trail? You look for the rocks. Even just a bunch of rocks, you know, little rocks. A smoother pavement in here. Smoother trail right here. For a second, anyway. I'm assuming we're going to the right here. But this is cool up here. Right, where's the trail? Where is the trail here? This is where I get into trouble. So let's see. It looks like there's a. Oh, it goes around to the left here. This is the hard left. Oh, shoot. Wait, no, I didn't just. Wait a minute. I didn't just do this, did I? I hope I just didn't come up here and I'm doing a goddamn circle. Let's go back and look. Well, let's see. We're going to find out. Swipe the camera again. This place is so goddamn arduous. You know, you're just going to sweat anyway. All right, so I don't think I did that. Let's just hope. Let's hope. So going up there, you make the hard right, and then on the other one, going back, and then the other one, it's a hard left. All right. And if I look up, if you look way up in the air, you can kind of see. All right, so we're going. Enjoyment, Rob, enjoyment. Remember, you're enjoying yourself. Look at that long climb on these rough, on this rocky section. Where are we going here? Over here, okay. That was tough. Physically, that was tough. And there's more. I'm taking a rest, just going slow here. Where's the trail? Where's the trail? Oh, I think it went up on there. I couldn't get up there, so. And one more. Oh. In the midst of being turned, does my breathing speak for itself? It was the hardest consistent section. George, are you getting all this? Are you getting all this, George? Let's get in my low gear for this sucker here. Rest my right hand. Talk about succession. There's a bunch of tough succession efforts. Do I sound like a whiner? Come do this trail with me. You'll be whining too. Oh, my shoe went into the chainstay again. My shoe turned right into the chainstay. Like something hit my foot and it forced my foot, the back of my heel inwards. Oh, I just sprained my finger a tiny bit. On the handlebar or something, or a little bit. Stretch it out for a minute. A little bit, push my ring finger back. But, what was I saying? It pushed my heel in. When my foot was back, behind me, pedaling up in the back, something hit the heel of my foot and pushed it in. All right, I'm just gonna look and see where this goes before I go up it. Let me just see. So you come up here. Oh, and then it goes to the right. Let me go back. Give me a chance to just stretch out my ring finger here. I think you go up the shortest spot. You don't have to go up the highest part. Let me work the camera again. All right. Then when you get up there, you come into because it's like close to a 90 degree, right? A real sharp turn. That's tricky. Yeah, this is a trail of you spend the day doing features on this one, George. And if you have to rest on some of those successive hard climbs, you know, people would just take a rest. That's all, in the middle of it. That's all. Then you get back on. You know, getting to know the people who ride in here, you have to be pretty damn good to ride in here. So you know, you start thinking that just everybody can do this stuff. But you got to remember that the guys you've gotten to know, because, you know, you're doing this park, are, you know, some of the best around. Same thing with Ringwood and all the parks. You look at the people who ride them and like, geez. This is cool. Look at all the rock slabs to the left. Now, I was over in this section on my hardtail a year and a half when I was new. I came in here just to ride. Where are we going here? I came in here just to ride some of the easier trails, like on the other side. And somehow I found myself just wandering off a little bit. And I said I would just do a little leg of the Ancients, and I wound up over here. Taking all the breaks I can. So my finger is going to be okay. I have elbow pads on. I have the shin and knee guards, the Leats I bought. I'm gonna wear them all the time instead of wearing just the knee pads. And they don't really cover the ankle, but when you fall, I know the ankle, because something could be sticking out. And if I got a larger size that was longer, then they would be not snug. You know, like they should be up top. I'm saying, George, even Paul, this place will work your butt over. You know, you're always trying to get workouts, and you know, with your limited time. You know, I don't care about that stuff anymore. I used to, so I can appreciate it. Now this is a tough successive climb coming back. I think, you know, in starting, there's a couple spots it goes up. I shake my hand again, trying to get to go slow enough where I can. What do we have through here? Another section, a little breather. And this, now it looks different over here. I mean, all the parks are like that. I'm just pointing it out. It's so different over here. So today is the official day off, since the holiday fell on a Sunday. Go across here. Here's the trail. I guess this is the trail. I still do a lot of riding covering the brakes, because when I grab the brake, somehow it lets me get my balance back and it stops me from going into something, and so I have to choose. And when I don't want to do that, I just have both hands on the grips. These are all rocks. My hands are so bad. Yes, I think this is a hard climb here. Getting up that spot right there is tough. I have my seat all the way up, George. I'm just, from riding on the hardtail so much with it up, I'm okay with it up there. I guess, I'll choose when I need to put it down. I think when I did that double rock roll yesterday, I had it all the way up too, I believe. All right, so we're getting back to the first leg of the opposite side. I think there's a golf course up over here in a little bit. I think I know there's a golf course. There's a big tank, like a rusty old tank. We go around that. I remember the first time I tried to find this, all these stories, well, they're so far in between that I come in here, I can tell them again. You probably won't even remember them, but I couldn't find any of the trails in this park, any. Trying to get over to this here, and the fact that you see where I got to shake my hands again. GoPro, stop recording. All right, right back on. All right, and my hands are soaking wet. My hands are soaking wet now. Look at that ahead up here, all these rocks. Better get a gear I can get through. A gear I can get through here. That was challenging. Boy, was that challenging. It's like a rock garden. It was a little rock garden. And there's the rusty tank. I need to wipe the camera again because I know after all that jostling. There's the rusty tank we go around. I got my foot in here. One time the golfers were yelling at us. They're yelling at us for riding over here. That's a tough spot right there. All right. We're coming up on the ending of the Ancients Trail. That's all one trail. All one trail. And I'll take a little break when I get to the end and assess going back. So instead of coming in this park and having to do the whole goddamn park and then fretting about coming back, I'm gonna do what I'm doing today, pick a couple good trails and just do them. Same thing when I do Mills and Hilltop and all the trails in between. It doesn't have to be a 20+ mile day. See, this is all climbing on the very start over here, just like on the first leg when I started this morning. It was all that climbing. So there's a tricky water crossing up here. Look at all those rocks. Look at all these rocks. Look at them all. Look at all the rocks. You just better keep pedaling, that's it. Yes, I got to get my rhythm back for rocks. In sections like that, I should have both hands on the bars. That big one right in the way there. But here I'm covering the brakes here. What do I want up here? I can't tell what I want up here. I think I'm going to go right over these here. And right here, I'm going to go right over the middle ones. I would never do that before. Because that one rock was just a point. It was just a skinny point, yeah, right. I would never do that in the past. I would try and go around it. Quiet. No wind. Let me get that leaf out of my wheel. Whoop. The handlebars whipped around. I hope that didn't do anything. The handlebars whipped around. And I was trying to hold on to the tree and clean and get the leaf out. Again, this is the finishing leg of Ancients from the south side. Okay, so that one spot in the beginning I had to do a few times. That was the most difficult technically on the whole trail. High mountain, baby, high mountain. Let me see where I'm at here. There you go, that was high mountain. I'm sorry, that was Ancients down to the White Trail. So let me turn the camera off. I'm gonna take a little rest and we'll think about doing it backwards, which I know I'm going to.